What's good, y'all? It's Baba, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen one of these things, but it is a tier maker. What? So this tier maker is gonna be the 100 top cartoons. Okay, so if y'all are wondering where I'm even getting this from, I'm getting from tiermaker.com. If you guys want to do your own tier list, y'all can. So basically, what it said was, it says to only judge them by the character, don't judge them by the show. But I'm going to completely judge it by the show, and these characters are just going to be representations of the show. So if you guys look at the different tier lists I got here, I got this one tier list that says don't know or haven't watched. So these are, of course, things that like I either know about and haven't seen, or things that like I just don't even know whatsoever, because there might be some faces in here that I'll be like, what is that? The next thing is changing the channel. So those are obvious, like, bad shows, like shows that I'm not really into, that I'm not really about. Next thing is if nothing else is on. So these are the ones that, like, I'll watch if I have to. I'll watch if nothing else is there, but your boy ain't gonna be sitting here looking out for it. It's basically what that is. And then decent is obvious what that is. And then cream of the crop. These are the ones that I look for. These are the ones that I'm definitely watching anytime I see it on. These are the ones that are legit.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah, I am the cream.
So we got our different tier lists going on. And let's just go ahead and start it off. Okay? So first off, we got our boy Charlie Brown. I'm gonna just say Charlie Brown as if nothing else is on. Like, I don't look out for Charlie Brown. Like, I don't sit there and be like, yeah, Charlie Brown. Like Charlie Brown Christmas and stuff like that, you watch like in school and stuff like that. But like, besides that, you ain't really about that life. Garfield, I'm definitely changing the channel. There's not been a version of Garfield that's any good. Like, I don't like the Garfield movie. I don't like none of that. And yeah, that's just kind of how it is. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, some of them are better than others. The movie was garbage, but these are the TV show. So I'm gonna say decent for the TV show. Transformers, okay, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I'm putting Transformers in the changing the channel. Never liked Transformers, always thought it was boring. He-Man, okay. He-Man I've never actually seen, but I feel like I wouldn't like it just because it looks boring. But I'm gonna put that in like haven't watched. Thundercats I haven't watched. I think that's Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, I haven't watched that either. Simpsons, nah, like changing the channel. I've never been a fan of The Simpsons. Now Family Guy is a weird one, because Family Guy is the type of show where it's not appropriate. Like, it's definitely not a show that I would suggest that you watch, but it does make me laugh sometimes, sadly, and then I'm like, feel really bad about laughing at it because it's really stupid type of humor. But it's like the stupid type of humor that me and my one of my sisters are really about. Like, we just really like the stupid, like, slapstick stuff. So I'm actually gonna put that in decent, just because it makes me laugh. But really, the truth is, I really only watch if nothing else is on. But it's a fairly decent show. I'm definitely changing the channel when it comes to South Park. Never liked South Park. It's way too vulgar for me. Like, I don't know, if different people like that type of stuff, and you can kind of tell who they are. People that like South Park are a very specific type of person. That is not me. That is not who I am. Mickey Mouse, I'm guessing this is like from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And because it's a children's show, I'm gonna put that change in the channel. And not that I will watch a children's show if I have to, but like, I'm definitely not going to actually watch it just because I want to. Futurama, that's a weird one. I'm gonna say if nothing else is on, because there was a time where I watched Futurama a decent amount, but it's not that great of a show. Never actually watched an episode of Rick and Morty, but it doesn't seem like my type of show. I think there's BoJack Horseman. Definitely have not watched that show. Kind of looks stupid, not gonna lie. Don't know what show this is. I almost said Batman, and that is, but I don't think that's Batman. Pretty sure that's not Batman, because he doesn't have the like Batman ears. So I don't think that's Batman. So I don't know what that is. So I will just put that in the don't know. Batman. Okay, so there are some Batman TV shows that are good, and then there are other ones that aren't. Like, I didn't like one Batman I didn't like though. I didn't like the one with that was in the future. What was that called? Like Young and something. What was it? Batman Beyond. That was what it was called. That came out at a time where there was a lot of good TV shows out, but Batman Beyond wasn't it. I'm gonna say honestly, Batman shows aren't that great. So I'm gonna put that if nothing else is on. Superman. Also, if nothing else is on. If I was to say, like, if we were to talk about Justice League, the Justice League cartoon, I would have definitely put that in like cream of the crop. But them and their solo shows, they weren't really that interesting. Dexter's Lab. That's another one I'm gonna put in if nothing else is on. Like, I love the sentiment of it, and it came out at a time where cartoons were like at the greatest, but like definitely Dexter's Lab wasn't like one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows. Johnny Bravo changing the channel. Like I would legit listen to the theme song, and then right after the theme song was done, I would change the channel. Because like the theme song is catchy, you know, do the monkey with me, all that type of stuff. And like his stupid one-liners were pretty funny.
Say, you smell kind of pretty. Wanna smell me?
But like, no, his show was terrible. Like I was never into it. Never liked Cow and Chicken. Never did. It was never about that show. I definitely would change the channel all the time. Powerpuff Girls, I'm gonna say is decent. I watched it more than I watched Dexter's Lab, but it still wasn't like the greatest. Looney Tunes. Okay, now Looney Tunes are another one that they've had so many different versions of it. So I would put the average of it and just say that it's decent. Like I probably won't change the channel. I'll keep it on, but I'm not really about it. Ed and Neddy. Honestly, it's cream of the crop. I know people aren't all into Ed and Neddy, but like Ed and Neddy was always cool because it had the super cool inventions, and then you know we had the stupid old Ed with his butter toast and all that mess, and like I got into that show. Kershawi Dog was so weird of a show. I didn't know what to feel about it because then there was like the Return the Slab
Return the slab.
episode that freaked me out. But then there were certain episodes that I would watch. So I'm gonna put that decent. Samurai Jack, okay, this is gonna be another unpopular opinion, but I did not like Samurai Jack. I thought it was really boring. Another one that right after the theme song I cut it off. The theme song is pretty legit. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy grew on me. I did not like Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy when it first started, and then I got into it, and then like I started to laugh at the dumb humor. Conan and Kids Next Door was the bomb. I don't care what no one says. This is from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and yeah, Star Wars fans, I know y'all love that show, but I didn't. Or was that like Star Wars Rebels? One of those Star Wars shows. Either way, I've watched a few different Star Wars shows, and I have not really liked any of them. Foster's Home Imaginary Friends is cream of the crop. Like, I think Foster's Home Imaginary Friends is probably like one of the best like cartoons that I had growing up. It was really funny, and I really enjoyed it.
I like chocolate milk. I like chocolate milk. Can I have some chocolate milk? Can I have some chocolate milk? I like chocolate milk. I like chocolate milk!
Camp Lazlo, I'm gonna put that in decent. It was all right. It wasn't great. It wasn't all, but it made me laugh sometimes. My gym partner's a monkey. I'm gonna say if nothing else was on, it had its funny moments, but it wasn't like the greatest. Now Ben 10, the original Ben 10. If we're talking about the original Ben 10, I'm gonna put that in cream of the crop because I got really attached to the characters and really enjoyed it. But that's the original Ben 10. If we're talking about like all of the other stuff like Ultimate Alien and all that type of stuff where they just kept going even though no one told them to, that would probably put it down. But I'm just judging this off of Ben 10, so I'm gonna put that cream of the crop. Popeye show, honestly, I'm changing the channel if it comes on. Again, y'all gonna be mad, but that's just how it is. Chowder, if nothing else is on, it had some funny moments, but wasn't great. Hate the Misadventures of Flapjack. That was terrible. Hated that show with a passion. Adventure Time, I appreciate it for what it was, but I actually never got into that show. So I'm gonna just put that with changing the channel. Generator Rex, I never actually watched a full episode of, but I think it would have been pretty cool and interesting. Regular Show, okay. A Regular Show came out the same time as Adventure Time, and to me, it was a better show. But it had its really slow moments, so I'm gonna put that decent. It's not cream of the crop. You know what? I'm actually, now I'm looking at Ben 10 too long. I'm gonna move him down to decent. Because, I mean, I liked the show, but it wasn't like anything I'd die over. Uncle Grandpa was a dumb show. Should never happened. This is, I forget what that show is called. Clarence, that's what it was called. Yeah, I'm not about that life. But I never watched an episode of it. I just could tell by the clips. So, you know what? I'm going to put it hasn't watched. Total Drama Island. I'm gonna put Total Drama Island up there. Like, it was pretty good. Like, it had its good season, it had its bad seasons, but it was pretty good. Of course, Teen Titans is up here, cream of the crop. I don't even need to explain that. Don't know what that is. Tom and Jerry, if nothing else was on, I was watching it. Ooh, okay. That's where it gets hard. A Gumball. I feel like I appreciate it more now that the show is not going on anymore, which is kind of funny, but I'm gonna put, if nothing else is on, I'd watch that. Flintstones, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't about that era of television as much, except for like Scooby-Doo. So the Jetsons, you know, I can honestly say I've never watched a Jetsons episode. Yogi Bear, also never watched an episode. Like I said with Scooby-Doo, I'm gonna put in decent because it was decent. Like, What's New Scooby-Doo was probably my favorite. Yeah, but like they were pretty good. I like getting into the mysteries. I like to see if I could figure out who the villain was and all that. I've seen that face before, but I have no idea what show that is. So I'm gonna just put that down here. Static Shock was cream of the crop. One because it was one of the like first black superheroes I saw growing up. It was like Static Shock and then Green Lantern, but of course like John Stewart Green Lantern, not the other one. How am I forgetting his name? Hal Jordan. It wasn't Hal Jordan, but it was John Stewart. John Stewart's Green Lantern. That was awesome, and he was part of what made Justice League like a good show for me. So I'm gonna put that there. Static Shock is definitely cream of the crop. Never really watched Steven Universe. I'm gonna put that here. I don't even know what that is, so I'm gonna put that there. Oh, Doug. Okay, Doug is another one that people aren't gonna like, but I wasn't into it. I know it was the first one, but like it was the first Nicktoon, but I just couldn't get into it. Rugrats. I'll put in Nothing Else Is On, because it definitely wasn't like change the channel, but it definitely wasn't like decent even. It was just kind of there. Let's see. Ren and Stimpy. I really never watched it. Rocko's Modern Life I never really watched. Hey Arnold was decent. Hey Arnold might be cream of the crop, actually. Move that up. Yeah, because Hey Arnold was pretty good. The new movie was abysmal, but that's beyond the point. What is it? It's called like Angry Beavers. Yeah, didn't like that show from what I saw of it, but I've never actually seen a full episode, so I'm gonna put that there. Cat Dog, if nothing else is on, I'm watching it. Liza Thornberry. The Wild Thornberrys was a terrible show. I hated it. It was so boring and so terrible. SpongeBob is obviously, if y'all know me, y'all know SpongeBob is cream of the crop. I mean, like, SpongeBob is like my childhood. Like, most of my humor is based off of SpongeBob. Like, that's just how it is. Invader Zim, I never actually watched and got into. Oh, Fairly Oddparents. Okay, Fairly Oddparents. It has some good stuff, but it is here. It's here for me because it would be good sometimes, and other times it'd be garbage. Like the whole last season that no one wants to talk about, where for some reason they decided to do two different kids sharing Cosmo and Wanda. That was a bad idea, and that should have never happened. It's like the newer seasons were terrible, but like the older seasons were fairly decent. Chalk Zone, I like their songs at the end, but I'm gonna still say that's if nothing else is on. Jimmy Neutron, definitely up there. Like that was one of my favorite shows growing up, and I still go back and watch that now. Teenage Robot. Okay, now. My Life as a Teenage Robot. And by the way, if y'all don't know these shows that I'm like putting in here, y'all need to come back and watch some of them. If nothing else is on, because that's definitely the same level as like Cat Dog and Chalk Zone. Like I'd watch them if they're on, but I'm not really about it. Danny Phantom. Decent. I'm gonna put Danny Phantom in. See, I'm wrestling between putting in cream of the crop or decent. No, I'm gonna put my homeboy Danny up here with the cream of the crop stuff. That was some of my favorite stuff growing up. Avatar, y'all know. I'm just kidding. But yeah, y'all know that's like up there. Let me scroll up. That's definitely cream of the crop. Back at the Barnyard was pretty good. And I feel like Back at the Barnyard is so slept on. Like I feel like nobody talks about that show, but that show is pretty legit and it was pretty funny. I'm gonna actually put it up there with the weirdness and put it up there in cream of the crop. And some of the people might fight me over that, but like it had a lot of funny moments in it. Johnny Test is a hit or miss. So I'm gonna put that in decent. It's a hit or miss. Like there were times where you could tell that they were just padding episodes. I would say if nothing else is on. I think there was a moment in time where I watched it only because like it was one of the few things that were on Cartoon Network. Mighty B, never watched a full episode, but from what I watched, I didn't like it. But I'm gonna just put that and don't watch. Haven't watched. Fanboy and Chum Chum did watch an episode of it. It was so stupid and disgusting. Penguins of Madagascar. That's another decent pick right there. Tough Puppy. Nothing else is on. Poe, or whatever they called it. What was that show called? Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, the show was better than the movie. I'm gonna say if nothing else is on. Legend of Korra, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I only watched half of an episode, so I can't really have an opinion on it. And you would think, oh, he's a big Avatar fan. He watched Legend of Korra, but by the time Legend of Korra came out, I wasn't watching TV as much, so I didn't get to see it as much. So once it comes out on Netflix, I'm definitely gonna watch it just to see how it is. I heard that the ending was really dumb, but you know, whatever. Was there a show about the rabbits? Remember there were games. The games look stupid. I didn't know there was a show, so I'll put that and didn't watch. I don't know what this thing is. If y'all can tell me what this thing is, like I will give you like a virtual cookie or something, because what in the world? This actually genuinely looks like a freak of nature. Like, I don't know why that was created, but I'll put that here because I didn't really watch it. It was Dora the Explorer. I mean, you know, of course, I got to give it some credit, but of course, like now I'm not going to watch that. Go Diego Go, I've actually never watched a full episode of, not gonna lie. Blue's Clues. Okay, y'all gotta understand, Blue's Clues, I'm gonna put cream of the crop because when I was growing up, like, Steve was the dude. But that's the only one that I really like. I didn't like Joe. No one liked Joe. You know, forget Joe and his friends. No one liked Joe. But like Steve was pretty legit. And I was into Blue's Clues when I was little. So I'm gonna definitely put that there. Never watched My Little Pony. Not like ever. Proud Family. Nothing else is on. It had its moments where it was really funny. A lot of the Sugar Mama moments were really funny, but like we were rewatching it the other day because my sister got Disney Plus for like a month just because we wanted to see Hamilton, and we were looking back at Proud Family, and Proud Family, I like to remember it as better than it was, but I like what it represents. I like that it was one of the first like Black families I saw like in a cartoon on Disney. You know, and I'm not even sure if they were the first, but I felt like they were the first. So I'm gonna put that there. I watched it sometimes, but I wasn't really into it. Kim Possible, oh my gosh, that's like, not gonna lie, that's top tier. Y'all can, you know, feel however you want about that, but like, y'all know that Kim Possible is good. Kim Possible, call me, beat me, run me, all that mess. Like, y'all were into it. Lilo and Stitch, ooh. Nothing else is on. I'm gonna put that and nothing else is on. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't great. Don't know what that is. Dave the Barbarian, we were just talking about the other day, me and my sisters. Nothing else was on. It had its moments where it was actually funnier than I thought. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, ooh. Nah. I'm changing the channel. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers is on. Okay, and here's the thing. Y'all know the original American Dragon Jake Long was good. When they did the new animation, that was kind of weird. So I'm gonna put it up as decent. Dragon! Oh! Drag! Oh!
dragon!
It was pretty good, but its last few seasons kind of messed it up. I think that's Wander over Yonder. Never got into that. Star versus the Forces of Evil. Never got into that. Phineas and Ferb. Oh my gosh, that's honestly. Let's be real. We all know that this is like cream of the crop. This is probably one of the most creative TV shows of this generation. Like, if we're talking about shows that that kids of today got to actually see and experience while it was going on, this has to be in the conversation, because like it had everything that you wanted. It had the funniness, it had good writing, and it had really good songs and really catchy songs. So with all of that, it needs its respect. Milo Murphy's Law, never watched, never got into. Gravity Falls was done so well. Like, the writer of that did his thing, because he wrote something that had never been done before, I feel like, in kids' TV show. Like, Gravity Falls is another one that's in the conversation for, like, best ever. Of this era. Not, like, best of time, but, like, it's fairly good. This looks like this is supposed to be what's that thing called? I was about to say Fearsome 5. What was that called? It was that Disney movie.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on.
Okay, so this is a weird one. Okay, Big City Greens. I just recently started getting into that, so I'm gonna put that at decent, because it's actually pretty funny. But I haven't had enough time to put it up in cream of the crop yet. Never watched the Tango TV show. Never watched Loud House, and never watched this Ladybug thingamajigger. But yeah, so this is kind of my tier list that we got here. I mean, y'all can be mad at what is going on here, but I mean, this is my life. So if I was to put these like top ones in order, I don't know the full order, but I know it'd be Teen Titans, Avatar. I'm gonna make a top 5 for you guys, okay? So it'd be Teen Titans, Avatar. Foster's Home Imaginary Friends, definitely. SpongeBob. And actually, I'm gonna put Jimmy Neutron, and then Static Shock will be that honorable mention. Like, those are my shows growing up. I got into Static Shock a little bit more when I actually got older, but this is kind of like my list right here. You know, y'all can disagree with me all you want, but this is the law. This is the truth right here. Okay, I don't care what y'all say. Don't at me right now. But hey, show me your tier list. Show me which ones y'all think are better than the others. Because y'all might be like, I don't know how I feel about this. Well, if y'all don't know how you feel about this, then y'all can just let me know what you guys think in the comments. And any shows that you think weren't in this list that need to be in the conversation, also let me know about that. But this is a fun little thing just to do with you guys, just kind of put things in the tier list. A lot of people are asking me to do top 10 videos. It's harder for me to do top 10 videos, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I'm gonna miss out on a few, but this was easier for me because I can put this into like an organized list of which ones like sucked and which ones were decent. So yeah, so this is what we got here, and hopefully you guys like it. And yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know.
On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. Nobody does it better.